You too can sew a face mask at home. I am not an expert sewer, but I made one myself and I can't wait to share it with you. Hi, my name is Debbie Savage and welcome to my channel. We all know that there is a shortage of face masks. While homemade face masks aren't as effective as surgical masks or N95 masks, they are still helpful in protecting you and others from viruses. I will show you step by step on how to make a simple pleated mask. And let me remind you, my sewing skills are basic. But again, I felt the urgency to make these masks last night, and I hope you find this tutorial helpful. Now let's get started. Here's what you need to get started. You need 3 pieces of rectangular fabric in the size of 6 by 9 inches. You can use a cardboard cutout as a template. You can use elastic ties. I have this in my sewing box that I decided to use. The 2 elastics should be 7 inches long, scissors, pins, little clippies, and a ruler, and you are good to go. Layers are the key to an effective mask. Layer 1 is the outer layer, layer 2 is the middle layer, and layer 3 is the inside layer. You can use many items at home like I did. I had this poly fabric at home that I chose to use. Skip wool fabric or any fabric that can irritate your skin. Place the first fabric down, which is actually the middle layer. Next, place the other fabric down, which is going to be the outer layer. And then you're going to grab one of the elastics and you can measure it from the top down about a 1/2 inch. Again, you can measure it if you want, or you can eyeball it and place it right there, and you can grab a pin or a clip and you want to attach the elastic to the edge of the fabric. Now let's make the ear loop. You're going to measure from the bottom up about a 1/2 inch, make a little dot, grab the elastic, making sure that it's not twisted, put it right at the marker, grab a pin or a clippy to keep the elastic in place. And we will repeat the same process on the other side. Place a 3rd layer print side down. This final layer makes the inside layer of your face mask. We need to prepare this piece for sewing, so reattach the clips to include this outer layer. Next, we want to create an opening where we can turn the face mask inside out. So the opening will be about 2.5 inches. Make the marks there, and when you have sewn around the edges about a 1/2 inch in, you're able to pull it inside out. And now for the fun part, go ahead and sew the edges together, making sure to leave that 2.5 inch gap open so we can turn it inside out, and go over the corners of the mask to reinforce the elastic loop. What do you think? Not too shabby, right? Just don't look at it close, but I sewed it all around the edges and left the 2.5 inch gap open. Let's turn this baby inside out. You are going to gently use your fingers to push the fabric out from the inside, and it's so fun to see this come together. Be careful while you're pulling because you don't want to rip the seams, and you can go ahead and use a tool if you like to get into the corners so they're not stuck in there. It is now time to add some heat. Finger press the gap to keep it firm, and quickly press the fabric with your iron to get it nice and straight. We're going to get it ready for the next step, which includes folding. Create the pleat by folding the top down, creating a 1/4 inch overlap between the top and bottom fabric. Make sure to pin it in place. You're going to repeat the same process to create a second pleat by folding it, create a 1/4 inch overlap. Let's get those pleats nice and crisp. Go over it with your iron and gently press. We are now ready to complete the face mask. Go ahead and sew it all around the edges, going carefully over where the elastic part is and over the pleats. Take your time. I admit I did struggle with this aspect a little bit, and I had to remove the face mask and put it back under the needle to get it positioned right, but take your time. Here's the finished product. What do you think? I know it's not perfect, but I'm really proud of it, and it will give me the peace of mind that I need. Remember, with the use of a face mask, it is still very important to use appropriate social distancing and thorough hand washing. These best practices are a must. Make sure to check my links below to donate, and stay well, my friends.